From the highest mountain to the bottom of the ocean, yeah. Our song is running like a river. Let the current take us there. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. Our hearts are like stars, guiding us through the dark. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. Our hearts are like stars, guiding us through the dark. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. Don't really miss you, and I don't even care about you, and I don't even want you, but I wrote a song about you, about you, about you.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Let me actually stop the music. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the team selection video, welcome to the football chat box. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and ask your questions away in the chat. Today we're going to be looking at Game Week 6 team selection. So if you're new, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button and go ahead and ask your questions in the chat. So let's get started, shall we? Should we have the music in the background? Probably. Let's probably put it a bit. Actually, now let me have the music in the background a bit at low. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get started, shall we? So, as you can see, I've got my team. Yo, Sam, how are you going? Hi, hope you're keeping well. Have to move out Bamford with another striker as he's within 8 million. Already have Antonio. Your suggestions? Yes, we will look into that. Okay, let's get started. So, I'm just going to check if the music is too loud. Let me know. All right, let's get started, shall we? So, as you can see, I've got my... Okay, let's get started. So let's go with the questions. Before we get into the questions, though, here is. Oh, there we go. Yep. So this is the team that I'm rocking. Sorry, wrong team. This is the team that I will be probably rocking for this game week. And right now I am unsure on captaincy yet. It's between Salah and Ronaldo. I might switch to Ronaldo. We'll still see. Right now, not loud. Okay, cool. I've stopped the music anyways. It's fine. So it's right now between Salah and Ronaldo. So I'm still unsure, but this is the team I'm going with. I bought in Livramento because his price was about to rise, and I got rid of Sufa. That's the changes I've made. Now let's get into questions from Sam. First of all, hi, I hope you're keeping well. Have to move out Bamford with another striker as he's within 8 million. Already have Antonio. So I guess you're looking for... you're still Jota? Yeah, I still have Jota. Because I think he'll play this upcoming week, and Brentford isn't too bad of a team to play. And then I also have a feeling that if Firmino goes for international break, there's a chance that when Jota comes back, Jota can play against Watford. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. He and Greenwood are on the fence in terms of me getting rid, but yeah. Okay, so you want a striker for replacements of Bamford, right? The thing with the strikers is, now I kind of did this in terms of the podcast as well. We were like unsure with like a lot of people in terms of we're running out of strikers, first thing, and there aren't that many good options as well. I have seen people get Dennis, and okay, fair enough, 5.3 million, but his fixtures aren't the best upcoming. There are a few who have been getting Mope as well as an option. Although, yeah, Brighton's fixtures actually in the next 3 are not too bad. That could also be an option. Something in the long run that could be an option is Adam Armstrong. 6 million. Wolves up next. Chelsea obviously not the best situation, but Leeds, Burnley, Watford, Aston Villa, and Norwich. Really good run, I would say, Adam Armstrong. And he's had a mixed bag of form, but you're not going to be able to find that many strikers who are on form as well, which is a problem. But those are like a few players that you could look at. In terms of form, Vardy has been nicely chipping away. He's getting a return nearly every other game, and he's got really good fixtures as well. But I don't know if you'll have the budget for that. So your next bet would probably be a couple like Adam Armstrong. Tony maybe, but Tony has a bad set of fixtures. Edouard, in terms of Crystal Palace, hasn't been getting minutes. When this guy probably starts getting minutes, he could be a decent shout. Saint Maximin. See, we don't know. With Callum Wilson out, I don't know what the shout is and when Callum Wilson will be back. Also, their run is also not too bad, but the only problem is with Saint Maximin. So Maximin's numbers, I was thinking Benteke or Eduardo if he starts. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Eduardo, if this guy starts, he could be a good option because he's looked good. The thing is, he's not starting. I don't know about Benteke though. I'm not really sure about Benteke, to be honest. Let me actually check the numbers. Give me a second. Let me see what the stats are like. Let's check the numbers, shall we? Who else are there in the forward line? Let me get a number list. Where is my... Here we go. Yeah. Where's the members area? I would probably, I think, I do like Adam Armstrong's fixtures. Southampton's fixtures are getting good. Like they had a decent tough set of fixtures, but it's going to get really good. So I do like this set of fixtures for Adam Armstrong. I think a lot of people might also be looking into getting him, and he's 6 million as well. Could be a good shot, to be honest. Here we go. It's just that Wolves are not a good first team to play against, but yeah. Second, I was thinking of Rondon, as Everton don't have anyone up front. Do we know the injury status of Richarlison though? And Rondon might start. Yes, that's a good point. But do we know how long Richarlison is out for? Expected back 17th October. Okay, that's quite a bit of a distance. He could be a short-term punt, I guess. Oh, but you're not going to play him against United, are you? United and West Ham in the next 2. Do you think he'll play him? I probably don't think he'll play him. I'm just looking at the forward line in terms of stats here. And where is that? Where's that? Here we go. So hold on. I'm just loading the stats. So in terms of big chances, obviously, no, this is just I need a forward line. I guess this thing doesn't matter. Chris Wood is up there with 3. What are Burnley's fixtures like? Leicester, not too bad. Leicester Norwich could be a good option for Chris Wood. Not the most punt, but to be honest, 2 good fixtures. I don't think Leicester's defense is that great. Benitez is tight-lipped. Yeah, fair enough. Simicast starter. I don't think Simicast is going to play against Brentford. Also because of the fact that isn't this one fit? Trent available, Firmino in contention. This Robertson should be fine, right? The only reason we were thinking that Simicast was going to start last week, because most of us expected Simicast to start because of the fact that Robertson had played the midweek games as well. So it was kind of like expected. But I think Simicast will start this upcoming game week. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Robertson will start the upcoming game week. Meanwhile, could you please tell me how exactly did TA become 7.6 as he didn't even feature and many have transferred him out yet the price increases? When did his price increase? 7.5. Oh, it increased this week. Transfers in. I think TAA's price. That's a good point. Let's see when it actually increased. So let's get into upload my squad. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, so TAA, his price increased. With some price changes. Where is Trent? Here we go, September 18th. That was when the price increased, which was on the Saturday. So this was before anyone knew he was out. That's the thing. That's the reason it increased. So people didn't think he was out. So it was before he was ruled out. So yeah. Also in terms of strikers, right? I hopefully given you a few options. Adams, no. This guy is pretty good. Adam Armstrong is good set of fixtures upcoming. Interestingly, if anyone wants, Timu Puki could be a decent punt. He's got penalties on him. Although I wouldn't expect much from Norwich, but I mean, he could be a decent punt. Next 3 are pretty decent. And I guess you could go Saint Maxim, but he's a striker suggestion. Yeah. So Adam Armstrong, I do like. Could be an option. Interestingly, Chris Wood, okay, Leicester and Norwich in the next 2 could be, if you're looking for a short-term punt, Chris Wood with Leicester and Norwich in the next 2 could be a good punt. If you're looking at a long-term pick, Adam Armstrong for me. Good set of fixtures, except for Chelsea, obviously, but the others are a good set of fixtures. And who else? I'm looking at others, right? In terms of form, not many people are up there. So there is, yeah, not many. See, because Adam Armstrong has had 13 goal attempts in the last 4 game weeks. So that's pretty high for a striker as well, especially. There are not many strikers with that high goal attempt number as well. Armstrong, is he on penalties? I don't think so. Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. I am not sure on that. Can I find out where? Here we go. Let me check actually. Southampton. Ward-Prowse, right? Yeah, it's Ward-Prowse. Looks like it's James Ward-Prowse. So probably not. Do you think Rondon is on penalties though? Saint Maximin is actually a decent punt, to be honest, if he can get some goals. It's not too bad of a set of fixtures. Apart from that, I'm looking who else could be good options. Another thing, right? There is another punt that you could try, which is, where is he? Watford. Josh King. Could be a punt. Newcastle, Leeds in the next 2. Very short-term punt, but Josh King. This week will be a bad week for me, I'm sure. I mean, if you get the correct players, it should be fine. Josh King could be a decent punt as another striker for a Bamford replacement. So that's something maybe that could help. So he could actually be, because he had 2 assists, right? And I'm thinking for sure he'll probably start against Newcastle and he'll start against Leeds, and Leeds are also not great defensively. It's just that the Liverpool game is tough, so you could probably start him in the next 2 if you wanted. Do you reckon Duffy will play the next 3 match games? Oh, I guess so. Because from what Brighton fans have been telling, they seem like Duffy will keep his place, and I wouldn't mind like starting him in the next 3. To be honest, if Duffy hadn't increased in price a bit, I would have taken Duffy over Livramento at the first bit. But then Livramento was more cheaper, so I went for him. But if you had Duffy, I think I'll start Duffy in the next 3. It's not a bad shot. So I think Duffy will keep his place. Also, for anyone new, do hit the subscribe button and do hit the like button as well, please. It does help the video in terms of it to be found by more people. Would it be really wrong to think of Tony? He is in form against Liverpool. Brentford is at home. Not really, but the thing is, I feel like Brentford have to hope. So Brentford are going to probably be counter-attacking, right, against Liverpool. The thing is, they have to be able to get that. They won't get too many chances. And also, the thing is, if you're going to bring in Tony now, like if you had Tony, you can keep him. But if you're going to bring him in, it's probably not the best because Brentford's next set of fixtures are very tough. So there's no point of like a short like Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea, Leicester. Leicester, okay, maybe not as great, but Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea could be a tough set of fixtures. So probably won't, like, I'm sure you can find better options there. It's very dependent on Tony kind of like performing, which is not going to be easy. And Brentford have also not come up against a really tough team yet. This will be their first test against a tough team, and we don't know what to expect. So that's the thing. Give me a second. So yeah, in terms of prices though, Sa, Gallagher, Lukaku, MacArthur seems to be going up as well. Who's falling? Quite a few people falling. Okay. His penalty as well. Yes, Tony. No, yeah, that's actually the thing. It's just that I don't see Liverpool conceding too much, to be honest. I think Liverpool have conceded only 1 goal in these 5 games, which is crazy. It's 1 goal, right? Let me just check and confirm. Yeah, exactly. See, it's only 1 goal they've considered, and that was against Chelsea. So their defense is really strong. And the only reason they considered that 1 goal against, they considered only 1 goal against Chelsea, and that's also like Chelsea is a really good team. So I don't know. I don't see Brentford really scoring per se. We'll go with Armstrong. Yeah, I think Armstrong's a good pick in the long term. I think in the long, like even the people who are about to hit the wild card, I think a lot of people will get Armstrong on the wild card, which means you could probably see a price increase as well. Wolves obviously not the best option, but like I think in the long run he has good potential. And I like him. I've seen him play as well, some of the games, and he's made good runs. So that's kind of like promising always when you have a player who's making good runs. Would you do Greenwood to Sa if it allowed Marcel to Alonso next week? Ooh. You mean for a hit? Oh wait, you're doing Greenwood to Sa if it allowed Marcel? So you do Greenwood this week? Yeah. Could be. You could do that. You could take that punt. I don't mind taking that punt. For me, I have already made my transfer, so I'm keeping Greenwood. But yeah, I think that's a good shot, Johnson. Like Greenwood to Sa and then Marcel to Alonso. Although I did like when Greenwood came on against West Ham in the Carabao Cup, he did perform really well. Hence why I'm keeping him for 1 more week. But yeah, I think Greenwood to Sa and then Marcel to Alonso is a good shout. I think you can't go wrong. I think Alonso has looked really good, and I'm also keeping my eye on him in terms of trying to get him in. So we'll see. But yeah, against Milan they did, and you should see the goals. Oh yeah, I didn't see the Liverpool game for Milan thing, but yeah, fair enough. But then Milan's a really good team. Oh yeah. Alonso is 5.8, Rudiger 5.6, Dennis 5.3. Prices are increasing, indeed, and the prices will continue to increase, especially with wildcards approaching. So game week 7, game week 8, prices are going to increase a lot. So try and get the players you can. I think if you can save a transfer, feel free to save a transfer. If you want to reduce budgets in some players, and the players you're bringing in could also score maybe the same amount or even more, do it. It's not a bad idea. I think Alonso and Rudiger will increase this week as well again. So if you want one of them, probably should get them soon. The only thing with Alonso is you have Chilwell right behind you. Although I still think if you can get Alonso and Rudiger, then and if you have a decent bench, then you can kind of like risk Alonso not starting a few games, like missing the odd bench, because I think his potential is huge, Alonso. And right now it seems like Alonso, it's Alonso's shirt to lose. So I think Alonso will keep that position for now. Thank you, and I agree. Think big at the back, looking good with Chelsea and City fixtures. Yes, indeed. And like, look at this, right? Again, so this season, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool have each conceded only 1 goal each. And Liverpool and Chelsea both conceded against each other. But they've kept clean sheets in every other game. And okay, this Chelsea, like even the upcoming Chelsea-Man City game, I'm thinking it might end up as a 0-0 or a 1-1 at best. I can't see any big goals going in this game. But we'll see tomorrow, obviously. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I wouldn't be like I myself might look into trying and getting myself in with a double Chelsea defense, and then when City's fixtures improve, probably try and get either a Diaz or a Cancelo. Again, that's very dependent on the prices and budget and all of that. But yeah. So yeah, let's see how we go anyway. There's still, I think next week will be also be big, and we'll be doing a wildcard video next week. We'll be doing one on the podcast as well, because I think some of my podcast panel might be doing a wildcard as well. So we'll see into that. We might be wildcarding the panel team as well soon. So yeah, I'll definitely do a wildcard video for you guys, and we'll also same time next week. We'll do a live stream on the Friday and discuss wildcard teams as well. Alright, this is something I have thought about. TA is good, fetches bonus as well, but at 7.6, I may utilize money for 2 good defenders worth 5.5 or 6, or even invest in midfield. Your thoughts? Ooh, here's the thing. People are talking about the premium, right? And the reason they talk about that premium is, so you have Salah, Ronaldo, and Lukaku. But the reason people favor the two premiums instead of the 3 is so that you can have the defenders like Trent Alexander-Arnold, because I think he is also insane value. Because let's put it this way, huge amount of money is getting blocked. True, but if you look at it, right? Okay, let's ignore the Crystal Palace game. Oh, well, not fair to ignore, but like he's got 6, 12. 4 and 12, so he's basically got 34 points, right? 34 points in 4 game weeks. Salah, on the other hand, has got 17, 3, that's 20, 30 and 38 points in 4 game weeks. So Trent was only 4 points behind Salah. 4 points behind Salah, and Salah is almost 5 million more. So Trent is kind of delivering. And let's say if he did play the last game, let's say he ended up with 6 points at least. Salah obviously ended up with 12, so Salah would have had an 8-point lead over Trent. But like Trent is still there. I mean, Trent could have also got a bonus. So it could have been like Salah could be ahead of Trent with like 6 to 7 points maybe. I could have got that from Benrahma. True. I mean, I think Trent is, for me at least, I think Trent is probably essential with the way he's like attacking and all of that. Like he's a very attacking fullback, and you're not going to find defenders who aren't going to be. Diaz delivered for me. But Diaz is not going to always get you that hauls, right? That's the thing. Because if you look at where is Diaz, look at this. Diaz's potential is mostly clean sheets. He has just had one double-digit haul. Meanwhile, Trent has had already 2 as well. So now Diaz is 6.1. Yeah. His price is going to go up. So is Cancelo. Cancelo will also go up in price. After these 2 game weeks for City, his price will go up here. Even probably just as soon as game week 7 has started, Cancelo will rise. So will Diaz. So people are going to get expensive. The question is, you need to, I guess I see your point. Like you could probably, you could save 1.5 million or something and get maybe a Diaz and 2 other 2 other Chelsea defenders. And across the board, you could be better. That's actually a valid this thing. You could actually do that because of the fact that Chelsea have every other game, they're having a tough game until game week 11. So within this space, you could actually get a City and 2 Chelsea defenders and probably come out of it better. That could actually be a good point. You could actually try that. Although for me at least, I am looking in a way where I'm hoping that I don't have to play the wildcard in game week 7 or 8. Because I want to try and delay it as much as possible, if possible. If I can't, then I'll have to play it in 8. But then the point you made actually could be really good, where you could have 3 strong defenders instead of just 1 strong defender and a couple decent defenders. So yeah, that is possible. Although for me at the moment, if I was to wildcard, I would still try and find a way to have Trent in. But I think this next set of fixtures, like City, they could concede. United could concede. And West Ham probably not, maybe. I don't know. It depends on what West Ham it is. But Watford and Brighton, they might keep a clean sheet. So it's not that great. But if you were to compare that with maybe a Diaz, he could probably keep 3 clean sheets here. I think you get the same returns almost. If we say that you're going to keep 3 clean sheets here until game week 11. And in game week 11, Trent will also keep until game week 11 probably 2 clean sheets maybe. Yeah. So you would probably make more by moving Trent out in terms of points. But then you have to be willing to probably bring him back in for this run over here. This run over here, you might want to get Trent back in. So yeah, it's both are possible. But for this game week, right now, oh no, what happened? Okay, that doesn't look good. Hold on, let me try and fix that. Okay, here we are back. I had a bad game week last time. Okay, this is the team I'm going with. My next move in general would probably be trying to bring in a Chelsea defender. And that would be trying to get rid of Alien, probably. Get rid of Alien, bring a Chelsea defender. And then after that, I don't know. We'll see. There's also Champions League this midweek, right? Have to keep in mind of that as well. Champions League. Let's see. Because I'm worried that Alonso and Rudiger might go up in price before Champions League. And I want to bring in either one of them. But at the same time, if something happens in the Champions League game, then it's a problem. City had more or less the same at the back. Yet Leipzig got 3 past them, so their defense can be broken. Oh, yeah. To be honest, City this season, even though they have been, even though their defense, you can see the numbers here, they've conceded only 1 goal, right? And that was at the start, game week 1. After that, they haven't conceded. But in every game they've played, in the last few at least, they haven't looked impressive in terms of attacking wise. So I think City can be got at this season. And I think the upcoming two, Chelsea and Liverpool, will be a really good test for City to see where City are at in terms of squad and like how they are doing. Because I've seen their games and I'm like, they don't look good. They don't look convincing. So we'll see. We will see what they do in the next two games in the Premier League. And also another thing to keep in mind is City have a tough Champions League. So they got PSG up next, I think. Their next Champions League fixture. So that's also going to be playing a part. So yeah. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I think probably end it there. That is my team. I am still toying between Salah and Ronaldo. I don't really know which one to go for at the moment. Toying between those two, but yeah, that's my team. If anyone has any questions, I'll probably end it here. If anyone has any questions, do hit the questions in the comments and I'll reply to them in the comments. All three testing each other, Chelsea, Liverpool and City. Yes, that's what we like to see. So we'll see what happens. We'll see this game week how Chelsea and City perform against each other, and then next game week Liverpool versus City. So we'll see how it goes. And then obviously we'll be having wildcard videos for everyone. If you're new, do hit the subscribe button. Shout out to Sam, shout out to Johnson, and shout out to commenter. And then early on, Anav. So thank you all for joining the chat. Thank you to everyone else who's watched the video as well. Hit the like button. If you're new, do hit the subscribe button. And I hope your arrows may be green this week. Ronaldo at home would be better. Fair enough. I think, actually, you could be... I've been toying between the two. To be honest, I could go Ronaldo captain as well, to be honest. I'm not undecided yet. I do like Ronaldo. We'll see. But yeah. Thank you, Sam, for joining. Thank you for being here in the chat. And I'll see everyone next week. And yeah, have a good game week. I hope all of us get green arrows. So let's have a good game week. Some good games upcoming. Yeah, enjoy. And I'll see you all later.